Hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to my first video in 2016. I can't believe it's already 2016. I've been planning this video for a very long time and now I'm doing it and whoa. A lot of big things happened for me last year and I feel like I've changed as a person. I had one small reading goal for 2015 and I failed. All I had to do was read at least one more book than I had in 2014 and I was almost close to reaching that goal, but failed. Let's quickly go over my 2014 reads. I finished Insurgent, I read Allegiant, I read all of the Mortal Instruments books and the Infernal Devices, and read snippets of the Bane Chronicles. I can't believe I only read those in 2014. I feel like they've been with me forever. They've had such a huge impact on my fandom life. I read The Fault in Our Stars. I read Fahrenheit 451. Click here for a video where I discuss that. I read To Kill a Mockingbird, which I surprisingly really did enjoy. Ghost Out of Watchmen came out in 2015. I finally read The Kill Order. Snippets of Freeing 4 before it actually came out. I read Fangirl. I began Pride and Prejudice, but see, I read it on multiple Kindles while my mom was reading it, so I kept forgetting where I was, and I was never motivated enough to reread parts I already thought I had read, but my friend gave me this as a Christmas present, so hopefully I'll be able to finish it. Into the Beautiful North. Balzac and the Little Chinese Seamstress. I read the last, whatever it's called, The Blood of Olympus. The Trials of Apollo was announced a couple of months ago, and that's so exciting. I read Femme, I read The Life of Pi, which I enjoyed more than I thought I would. Better Off Friends. Began Graceling. Now let's go over 2015. Finished Graceling. Things Fall Apart. I read the Lunar Chronicles series. Those books turned out to be one of my all-time favorite series. The Night Circus, Macbeth. I read The Scarlet Letter. I read Freeing 4. The Devil in the White City. I can smell dinner downstairs and it smells really good. I read To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. I read Popular. The Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. I read Paper Towns. Uncle Tom's Cabin. The Red Badge of Courage. The Tragedy of Pudd'nhead Wilson. Is that what it's called? I read some of The Inferno, but that was the school book and our teacher decided we're not actually gonna finish that book. And in the last few days of 2015, I started Delirium. I only got about 100 pages in, but the point is that I tried. You can go and follow my progress on Goodreads. You can also follow me on multiple social media sites. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads. I don't know if there's anything else. As you can see, I did not reach my goal. But despite that, I actually did a lot of things. My goal last year was to produce more videos, and I did that. I did my first book talks. I did my first book tags. I did a book haul, my very first one, and that was amazing. Doing that has been my goal for a very long time. I had that really big Into the Woods project with a large cast and a bunch of locations to go to, and it was a lot of fun. It was challenging, and I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I went to Sweden over the summer, and then I stayed there for an extra week by myself and flew back alone. I think we all know how well that turned out, and if you don't, you can click here to see that video. I got my first pair of glasses! Yeah! A ton of amazing movies came out. Jurassic World came out, Inside Out. What else was it? Mockingjay Part 2. Other things. I mean, there was Insurgent, but we don't talk about that. The Scorched Trials. Don't really want to talk about that either. The Finding Dory trailer came out. Kung Fu Panda 3. Allegiant. I'm a little scared. Actually, I'm a lot scared about that. The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trailer dropped, and I would have filmed a reaction to that, but I had to see it immediately, of course, because I was just so excited and I was at school. But to tell you what happened, I went around and showed it to all of my friends, and I was crying, and I was just a mess. I was so excited. Couldn't even handle it. The Cursed Child was also announced, and hopefully I'll be able to see that at some point, even though I have a feeling it's going to be very expensive. I also moved into a new room at the very end of December. I don't know if you can tell, I think you kind of can, that I'm in a different place. I did Booktubeathon last year, not the winter one, the summer one. I'd been planning to do that for such a long time, and I finally did it, and it was so much fun. My floor and some of my books have a few battle scars from that insane week, but I still really enjoyed it, and I can't wait until next year. We'll see if I survive. Hopefully I'll be a bit better about the reading. I didn't read a ton that week. Worldwide writing, and I also entered in this worldwide writing competition, and I got one of the top few places, so I got to be featured in this book that they published and sent to everybody who participated, and I got a Barnes & Noble gift card, and I got a bunch of other things, so thank you so much to the New Voices Young Writers. That was great. I stopped competing in dance this year, which was a really big deal for me, and there were many times when I regretted it and I missed it, but on the positive side, I finally got to get into theater, which has been something I've wanted to do for many years. Our school did a production of Xanadu, and the Broadway show of Xanadu is amazing. I love it. It's so much better than the movie. The movie is terrible. And because there's roller skating in the show, I roller skated for the first time and roller skated on a stage for the first time. I ended up enjoying it so much that I decided that in 2016 I'm going to be participating in more theater productions. I actually had an audition yesterday. My reading goal for 2016 is, I think, 20 books. I'm also going to be very busy this year as well, and I just don't want to stress out about reading, and I also want to not feel guilty for doing other things, like spending more time on my YouTube channel and on my writing. I want to get more serious and really make myself write more. I've had this one world and story in my head for like 6 years, and I think it's about time I kind of get better at putting it on paper. Every time I look at a blank piece of paper or I open a new document, I just go completely blank and I can't get anything down. So incredibly frustrating, and it needs to end. Done. There's a parody I've had in my mind for 2 years, a year and a half. Never had the chance to do it. I'm gonna have this parody be my summer project. It's going to be awesome, and you have that to look forward to, because I will do it. I will. I did get some money during the Christmas holiday time. I'm hoping to go to the bookstore. Probably gonna be another book haul coming at you. This is more of a long-term goal, and within the next few years I want to be able to go to all the conventions and stuff like VidCon and probably Comic-Con and BookFest and whatever else there is. I want to do all that stuff. I think it's gonna be an amazing time. I think I'll have a blast, so I really want to go and do that. I want to do more book talks. I have a few filmed. I've produced a few. Book talks were what I was going to do originally on this channel, and I haven't been doing them. So I need to start that. Another goal I have is to read my Jodi Picoult books before the end of the summer. I don't know if you know this, but she started and directs, writes, sponsors this group called the Trumbull Hall Group, and I'm interested in participating in that, and there's absolutely no way I can do that without having read her books first, because how can you be a fan if you haven't even read the books? 2015 was really interesting. Thank you to all of you who have supported me, and those of you who will support me in the future, and I can't wait to see what the year 2016 holds. Bye! Regrets. Day 3! Got a lot of questioning looks from a lot of people of why I was doing all these crazy things. Slowly just lose all sanity because I'm just oh geez, if you're a dancer, okay. Oh my gosh, oh no! Okay, that's okay, that's enough. Bam! Zombie apocalypse. Accept my throne now. I really hope I don't know anybody who sees this. I sound like a dying film. Cartwheels don't go that way. Stephanie Meyer. Hi everybody.